RSG though in these team fights, I'm a bit concerned with what they can do. What can the Valentina pick up here? I guess she still can take the real-world manipulation as well from the Eve. There are options for the Valentina from the side of RSG.
Yeah.
But here we are, ladies and gentlemen. Championship points. If RSG can take another point under the nose of Echo,
5 seconds
then we
till the
have our
enemy
new
reaches the
MPLI
battlefield.
2023
Smash them.
champions. Let's head into the Land of Dawn for game number 4. Echo versus RSG.
What is the rotation now? Oh, I'm not. I want to see where Light is. Actually, what
the
happens?
XP thing.
Yeah, the EXP thing. Once again, no, it's not. It's not the case. It's actually. Oh, he's defending against JP because JP wanted to go for a little bit of an invade or a little bit of a delay onto Demon Kite, and it's apparently not clearing out the way faster compared to Sanford.
It looks like Echo is starting to adjust to that rotation, right?
Yeah, it's like so.
Here as well, though, JP just walks up. Demon Kite still able to pick up that lethal Wanderer on the Martis. So much pressure early game by RSG in this XP lane. Even Light rotating again, baiting Sanford in. That's with a good shot back, and Sanford is down to half. Another win. These small wins build up, man, for RSG.
So we see a very peculiar drafting for both Echo and RSG. Overall, as a guideline to what we're going to expect, what can we expect in the mid? Maybe from, let's start with early, mid, and then late game.
So like the first few turtles of the game, I would say Echo should be having the easier time. I think that their heroes are more built into the early stages. This RSGPH, they're so dependent on Light, and they did adjust. That's the EXP lane rotation coming out from Light, punished duly by Carl TZ.
So patient. Carl TZ was waiting there for a while for that to happen. Like you said, the adaptation from Echo this time around, and it sets up quite well for the next neutral objective. Is the first turtle of the game spawning in the bottom side. JP opening up the map, knowing where Demon Kite is. Meanwhile, in the mid lane, Light needs to be careful here. Gets poked down, and Carl TZ is there to provide some more help to clear out this wave in the mid lane. Sanji, level 4 as well.
Here it is, the first turtle dance for the past few turtles. Oh, Sanford gets caught really low, going to be able to heal up.
Well played, Nats, actually. Poking out that Khalid forcing the second skill already. Quick sand guard. How easy dodged by Nats. First team with Cat, he's level 5.
Oh, Nats jumps in very deep, actually out of the real world manipulation onto Carl TZ. Sanford forced to use the Raging Storm defensively, and now Carl TZ is going to be ran down by the likes of RSG. Under the turret, Nats picks up a big knockout with a jab. A Flater Divine Judgment brings Sanford back. It's 3 kills over to RSG early on.
See, they didn't even need to go for that engage typically because like you mentioned, right before that they went in for the engage,
Wow.
Demon Kite hit level 5 first. So in that particular regard, he should have had a little bit more to say with the neutral objective contest, but they were still able to win that the entire way.
There's many factors should be considered in that case. For example, Nats slowing down Sanford. Then eventually, he forced the Raging Sandstorm with the help of Aqua. Aqua copied the Circling Eagle. So together with Aqua, Nats was able to force the Raging Sandstorm out. So that's a massive play because it's, technically speaking, you don't have another player in there because the Khalid is a non-factor in that team fight. Then when the Eve activated his ultimate, that was a Sanji, all they did was to get out of the real world.
Here we go, ladies and gentlemen, back into the Land of Dawn. 4 minutes has elapsed, and it looks like RSG gonna go for a rotation up top, Light in particular, helping a man out in his lane.
Like what you can see RSG with Nats. I think he was able to get the cart and he did not get the second one. Good job, Sanford, just, zoning out Nats. And of course, there's a little bit of help from Carl TZ back there.
Amon first item DHS. He already has that secured in his pocket right now. Corrosion Siphon for the carry. But RSG still has that 1k gold lead.
You see that Eman is different from other marksmen, where other marksmen will even skip the boots or sometimes go for just bare brown boots and then go for the DHS or something like Golden Staff or whatever itemization you have for farming. Eman is he's patient enough that he will complete the warrior boots so that he will have the right amount of defense. Then he goes for the demon hunter sword. Eman is not on a rush, you know. He's that kind of player.
All right, down below. A little bit of a trade in lane already. Wow, a full initiation with a flicker as well, but RSG react to it. My goodness! It's a re-engage from RSG, a masterfully played team fight. They pulled back right on time.
That's 3 members from Echo taken out just like that in team fight. And they're gonna take control of that turtle there. Mid lane already pushed in. Light goes in for a concealed play onto Sanji, I think. Does he get him? He gets him.
Wow, Aqua just copied a real world manipulation and made it better compared to Echo. Wait, he does have a lot more items compared to, or a lot more farm compared to Sanji. And he was able to slow down the members of Echo and hold them down together in a box. And Eman just popped the ultimate. Didn't even have to use his Purify because everybody from Echo just struggled from the real world manipulation. The Eve pickup coming out from Echo. Now, you can even think about it. Maybe it's more of a liability than it is a good thing for Echo.
Trying to backfire, but meanwhile on top side.
Blazing Duet, the Divine Judgment to
Oh,
drag
no.
Benny back to Eman's range. Killing spree for Eman. This is a Claude in the early game with 3 kills.
The resurgence theory is certainly starting to look even more real in the first 6 minutes of the game. Ladies and gentlemen, and it's so peculiar as Kaltizi goes in.
That's a
Raging
combo.
Storm coming out on Demon Kind now with the Mortal Coil turning it around once again. The CC is there and the Decimate as well, as Nats is the one who knocks him out in the end. Echo now more than on the back foot. They're just running for the hills.
Imagine utilizing all of your ultimates. Requiem, you have the real world manipulation and the Raging Sandstorm still not able to take out Demon Kite. And then Demon Kite turns it around. Retribution used, as well as Nats being in there. And RSGPH, you can really feel the economic difference between these two teams.
It's so crazy to see the outcome. Like right now here, Aqua going in very deep, gonna take that ultimate away. Once again, the real world manipulation gonna be in the hands of Aqua. And it's so peculiar because his first item was NOD. He didn't go in for a quote-unquote offensive magic item. He respected the regeneration coming in from JP and the rest of the members, yet that's the outcome that he's able to have. And that's comparison to Santi, who already has the Ice Queen's wand.
They just woke up today better than Echo. And the momentum that they brought from for series number 1.
Light gonna be poked down there, but Demon Kind now goes in, and that's gonna be Aqua again with a real world manipulation and lock steps down for the rest of the team to collapse. It's Nats in the back, aiming for Benny, and he gets the damage done. It's Demon Kite with a double. Now one more, it's a triple from Demon Kite.
Oh my god! This should be it! I mean, for sure, they might not be able to end it literally right now, but they have a straight up chance to do so. They're feeling it. They're gonna be respecting Echo for sure because of the holy defense still available for the inhibitors of Echo.
Guys, it's only been 8 minutes and RSG has a 10K gold lead.
Wow. They're beating the clock at this point, right? Not just the game, not just Echo. Kaltizi gets the purple buff, but that's it.
And even Eman is just very comfortable now. He still steals the orange buff that should be for Kaltizi, who's just level 10 at this point. Even Light is almost level 10. That's how ahead RSGPH is.
This is revenge. RSG, they're looking for blood. Remember, it was Echo to send RSG down in MPLPH. Not even send them down, knock them out. And they're coming back with a vengeance. Kaltizi, though.
Facial migration with now the help of the Raging Sandstorm. It's going to be Iman with a blazing duet. My goodness. Shreds them down. Sanford jumping in, but Iman with another outplay. And it's Demon Kite who capitalizes. Walks them down in the base. And now it's RSG who are looking for the end. That's another cancel onto Kaltizi's facial migration.
No way. No way. They can't do it here, right? They can't end here, right? Right?
They have Sanji, so maybe that is something that RSGPH is respecting. They don't need to. They have a Claude. Claude is great in the late game. And unfortunately for Echo, they went for this Carry, and Carry is supposed to win the early stages. Khalid is also meant to win the early stages of the game. There's not much combat coming up from Echo, but we've seen this before, and Echo might be able to pull up a miracle, but at this point, RSG are very comfortable with this economic lead.
The Blitz of the Lord, just like that, going to fall uncontested for RSGPH. A 13K gold lead, almost breaking a record. We're close. I think the record was 16K. That was the record.
It was 25-0.
Where the
was the
25-0
record.
is just so difficult to beat
Ooh.
right now. And it was even RSG Philippines that did it.
Now we're back here against Echo. But that's the thing, right? I mean, we were talking about like the lanes and how everything was supposed to pan out in the early game, the laning phase, but RSGPH, they pulled the pedal to make that a non-factor. And they're munching on these turrets. They're falling down like flies. RSGPH, they have a Lord in the mid side. Does Echo have enough time to readjust?
Let's see. This might be the final push of the game. Nats now right there, baiting out Sanford Light, getting his Divine Judgment and locking him down. Nats diving deep, now gets shut down with bases wide open, and Resurgence! The Resurgence has happened for the Philippines and mainly for RSGPH, the champions of MPLI 2023.
They were once the conquerors of Southeast Asia. And here at MPLI, they top the ranks in their group stage. Knocked down by AP Bren into the lower bracket, where they silenced the dreams of our two dark horses. See you soon from Cambodia and Homeboys from Malaysia. Like a team reborn, RSG, Resurgence, have risen from the ashes of their former glory and are now, ladies and gentlemen, your MPLI 2023 champions.